Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Vikings at 7-5 now in the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Cousins. That one complete down the field to Smith. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd and 2, Cousins, complete. Smith has it. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Cousins will try and throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 69 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Chark, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Calvin Tomlinson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have cut the lead back down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That direction to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 9 there, and in the process, escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They run again on first down. Cook takes it to about the 37. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete there to Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Again, it's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Detroit offense ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we hit. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out. Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. From the 31, Goff trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action. Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action now. Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions.
There's Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Goff now looks to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing again is Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get conversion. Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a... So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the 1st of his timeouts. Swift going to try up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Goff now to throw. And this one into the hands of D.J. Shark. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Goff. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's gone. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Eric Kendricks in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Levi Onwuzurike in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Joseph now to have the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Cameron Bynum. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made 1 more play, could have had our shutout.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Throwing here, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This this game still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and this one they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the final seconds have ticked away in the
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 cribbin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your confidence.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from down downtown Minneapolis. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Cousins. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. The Vikings had 8 and 5 to start play, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now it's Ryan. The connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Cousins now. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Colts 45.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cousins again. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. Play fake, Cousins. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action now, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Again, it's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They go play action. Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. There he goes, right side. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he's intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way? After that pick-6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like...
Up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance.
I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. Leave knowing no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, I ain't stopping cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my white like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a stick that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my
season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 8 carries, 66 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. First carry now for Alexander Madison. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Going to run with Madison again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. To throw, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
3rd and goal for Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
Throwing Jones. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's putted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Now a 3rd down throw and misses the target, incomplete.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try the middle with Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Touchdown! Adam Thielen, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Cousins will try and throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within 8. It's 15-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, as you would just say, take your foot off the pedal. Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
On play action, Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
121 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
But that call makes makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 9, Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 33, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And they're going to speed things up here. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Cousins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on second and long. Cousins. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they got 2 for 2.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we?
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Jones to throw on 3rd down.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And break. The tight end's got it.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Eric Kendrick. Culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Jones now on 3rd down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Oh, nice move. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Daniil Hunter coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Gano's kick is good, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Off the play fake, Cousins sliding out of the pocket.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the... Their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that...
Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Kadarius Toney.
32 yards.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
They run it again with Cook. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Cousins here to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Cousins on 4th down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And the Giantsons are going to take over. So it's a win for the Vikings. And it was Kirk Cousins, the veteran, who really led the way.
Yeah, we really saw quarterback.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about being Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. It be coming like this on the intro, what they here for. If they want the heat, you know who to send for your